This is Gundogs and Guard Dogs, the ultimate podcast dedicated to talking sense about dogs, with Lez Graham and Ross McCarthy, both dog behaviourists and trainers for longer than they care to mention, and both are passionate about dogs, people, education and exploring the fascinating world of the dog. They work with all breeds of dog, but one specialises in gun dogs and the other prefers guard dogs. And yes, just like their dogs, they are as different as chalk and cheese. From the wild north in bonnie Scotland to the busy streets and parks of inner city London, they celebrate their many differences as well as their united togetherness as they delve into the practicalities of training, behaviour and responsible dog ownership. So here we go. About 45 minutes of gun dogs, guard dogs, good dogs, some maybe not so good dogs, and a dash of gossip.
Hello, Mrs. Graham.
Hello, Mr. McCarthy. How you doing?
I'm all right. Welcome to what are we on? Series 4 now.
Season 4.
Or season 4, that's it, not series. Season.
Well, it could be series if you like. I'm looking at both of us and we've got matching under eyes at the minute. We're both blooming black.
I know. It's not a good look, is it? Which
Not
is hopefully
really.
people will just, listen rather than watch. But yeah, no, it's all busy, stressful times, isn't it? Which is why we're all looking worse for wear.
Like death warmed up, literally.
Yeah, it's a bit. And it's, quite early in the morning as well, isn't it, when we're recording?
I know. Instead of the afternoon, normally we're like chilled and afternoon it's morning. Busy weekly day. So this week. So this is going out. We're doing it 10 days early. It's going on the 29th because we've both got workshops between now and the 29th, haven't we?
We've got busy schedules, haven't we? Which is good.
Yeah. Which is really good. So Crufts, how was it for you, darling?
Crufts was great. I love Crufts. It was really, I just like the whole thing about it. I love catching up with everybody and meeting new nice people and stuff like that. Didn't have any horrible ones this year, so that's always a bonus. So we had a great few days, lots of decent kind of inquiries and stuff about courses. So pretty good show. Tiring though, obviously tiring. It's a long day, isn't it? So but good fun. How did you find? Has your hand recovered from all that signing you did?
No. It was
still got writer's elbow or whatever.
Writer's block, writer's cramp.
Right,
yeah, no, it was really lovely to see everyone. It's been years since I've seen you.
Yeah, I know.
It's been years since we taught together. And,
I know. I know.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out when, because I stopped off at TB because we taught at TB, didn't we?
Yes, we did. It was nice up there, wasn't it? That services.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
So I stopped off at TB and no, it was really, really good catching up with everyone and signing books and saying hello. And it was quite funny because I was walking along. I'd been down to see the Goldies, so I went down to see the Goldies and I was walking across and this guy kind of looked at me. He was lovely. David, I know his name's David, and he'd been showing, so he had like the stuff on. I think he had fox red with them. And I walked past and went,
people do, they always wear tweed and whatever, don't you know what I mean? You can always tweed. They don't have a dog with them, what breed, you know what I mean, what group they're in.
I didn't when I showed Angus. I didn't wear tweed. If you remember, I had my fluffy welly tops on, my leather boots. I was going shooting.
You would have looked gun doggy anyway, wouldn't you?
You have to look a bit gun doggy, really. But I was walking along and he went, Les? And I went, uh-huh. And he says, oh my gosh, I've got your books. It was so lovely.
That's sweet.
And it was like, okay, lovely. So we just chatted for about 10 minutes. And
that's nice.
so, yeah, it's really lovely.
Did you say, do you want to buy another one?
Well, I said I'm busy doing a book launch. I'm on stand 109. What a tart. So that was lovely. But no, it was really nice. And I caught up with Dee. And you missed her. I was busy chatting to Colin when she came.
Oh, did she come over?
Yeah, we went off together.
Oh, I see. I didn't realise.
Yeah, she came over, got book. And then we went off and sat in the obedience ring in like the kennel club area. It was really quiet. So sat there for an hour just catching up.
Yeah.
And I love her to bits. She's just an
She looks,
amazing.
I saw a picture of her. She looks really lovely. You know, when you just get a feel for people. Yeah, she looks really lovely.
She's great. Yeah, she really, really took me. I'm getting really emotional. She really took me under her wing over the years.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? There are
Haven't
some,
seen her since the last time I was at Crufts.
oh, how long ago? It was a while ago, wasn't it? A few years ago.
Well, it came up with my memory, 2018, I think, when I got
Oh, was it?
my KCI advanced gun dog instructor. Yeah.
Funnily enough, I think it was on the Sunday or that it came up on my memories about it was 10 or 12 years 10 oh 12 years ago that we were doing the talk. It came up because the Facebook gives you that option, doesn't it, to put 2012 2024 kind of thing. And it, yeah, at the show at the same time, but yeah, a long time ago we did that.
God, yeah. That was doing the first one was an increase in aggression and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
Second
why we are
one was
where we are.
why we are where we are. That
Yeah.
was the one we got told to turn the music down on.
I still don't remember that.
I remember because Paul Rawlings come in, he's like, he's got to turn the music down. He spoke to, remember Paul, the caretaker at the Kennel Club
Yeah,
building at Stoneleigh?
yeah, I do.
So he came in, he was sort of working out the levels for us.
Oh, yes, he was there, wasn't
Then he
it?
turned everything down. It's like, well, hang on a minute, like this is the impact of
Yeah.
this is our, what do you call it? The song you play when you come on the stage, and
Yeah, where's our little, yeah, theme tune?
it was our little theme tune, wasn't it?
Yeah,
But yeah, it's quite funny. But yeah, so that I mean, Crufts has always got really good memories, hasn't it? So it was lovely. It
yeah,
was lovely catching up with everybody and old colleagues as well.
yeah. And you also discovered the Hovawart, didn't you?
Oh, God, I'm choking now. That is such an amazing dog. Honestly, I've come back. I showed Kenny. He prefers the Goldie head. I was chatting to Jill, my
What
friend, this
golden
morning.
retriever? First golden retriever head.
Prefers the Golden Retriever head,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, more
I was
square,
chatting to
aren't they?
Jill. Yeah, and just a nicer, like smilier. Do you know what I mean?
Different.
And
Yeah, different.
I was talking to Jill this morning. I says, "You'll never guess what I saw at Crufts. I saw a black and tan golden retriever." And she says, "What?" And I says, "It's not really. It's a Hovawart,
Hovawart, yeah.
Hovawart." So I sent her a photo, and she's like, "Oh my God."
Oh, really?
But
You've not seen one before, Crufts?
no,
No, you've not been on your, no.
well, I don't normally. I normally go on Gun Dog Day.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
I don't. I'm always there on Gun Dog Day, and
Yeah.
because like years ago there was a book on Labradors, and there was a black and tan Labrador in there, which is like a throwback. It's a recessive gene, and every now and again you'll get a black and tan like that.
Oh,
And
wow.
both me and Jill have said, "Oh my God, we would love a black and tan Labrador." They look like a solid, stocky huntaway,
Yeah, yeah.
really,
No.
really and beautiful. And I showed her the Hovawart, and she said, "Oh, it looks like a long-haired huntaway." And I says, "Yeah, but it's actually much bigger than a huntaway.
They are quite big, aren't they? Yeah.
Big." But then if I went down that road, we've had like loads of conversations since Crufts, haven't we, about Hovawart, and
I know, get a guard dog, get a guard dog.
get a guard dog, get a guard dog, come over to the dark side. Nah. I was so tempted because they're beautiful looking dogs and they've got no health issues, they've got really nice temperaments, they're family dogs. But then it would mean I'd be down to, Dante's 10 next month, and Emrys has still got no sense of self-preservation, so I'm not prepared
Yeah.
to take him shooting until he has. He's wrecked his leg, that's all a mess. And so
Mm.
that would mean I'm down to Emrys for a gun dog, and really. So I think it's going to be a golden retriever.
Yeah.
I like the dog that was placed at Crufts.
Yeah, the only thing with the retrieve, sometimes you have to, I don't know, there's a lot, I worry about sort of some of the health issues and things. I know, like Caroline
Cancer.
at Canine Health Concern, when she started that, she had retrievers, didn't she? And she found problems with the vaccines and things like that. They're more susceptible to kind of vaccine damage and things than
Most
many other
susceptible to
breeds.
vaccine damage, don't have great skin,
No, some of them don't.
allergy prone, and cancer. There's a lot of cancer in the Goldies now. So it's
Mm.
like, And I don't like the deep red working ones.
No,
They're not my style
no,
really.
no. You have to have what you like, don't you? But just doing the best you can, isn't it? Finding a breeder, and
But I do like the Hovawart. I'm really, really taken with it.
oh well, get one of them as well.
Well, might do.
Yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound.
I don't know how. Well, I mean, I don't know. Well, I've got to have another operation on my hand. My hand's getting opened up again. So once that's healed and I'm fit, then I'll think I'll
Puppy
have
time.
that'll be puppy time. And at the minute, I'm just kind of daydreaming and looking at pictures as you do, and it's like, oh, I like that, I like that. But
Nice though, and you
oh,
don't want to rush into it.
I mean, at the minute, my left hand, I keep dropping stuff. So
Mm,
once that's been operated on and is healed, then I'll look for a puppy.
yeah,
I'm being
no,
sensible. You
yeah,
watch it, I'll phone you next and go,
I
Ross, I've
know.
got a lot.
No, I did that with my last puppy. I didn't plan to have another dog. I thought, oh, that's, we won't have more dogs. And then, yeah, found myself on the way in the car on the way to Sheffield.
The guys we were talking to, do you know the one who had he's won Crufts like a couple of years, they've got
Oh, the
litter
hot
at the minute.
baths. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he said, well, litter due next week.
Oh, wow. Where's he based? He's in Ireland, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's an island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a bit too far, isn't it? There's your excuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's it been since you got back from Crufts? I know you're knackered and I know you've had lots of stuff going on as well.
Yeah, it's been well since I got back. Yeah, Crufts was great. So sort of we'll all leave on a high, don't we? And then yeah, I got phone calls Sunday evening. So we stay on site at the near the NEC on Sunday evening because it's
Mhm.
just by the time we've broken the stand down, everything it's really late and
Oh
we'll
yeah.
so anyway, so we were just sitting down, the three of us just going for dinner. We were sitting having a drink, waiting to go to the table, and then I got a text from the kennel where my dogs were, just saying, "Does Okhaan, which is my youngster, does he ever display pain after he's eaten?" And I thought, no.
Oh God.
So I left the table. Obviously, we were upstairs. Went downstairs to make a phone call to the kennels,
Mhm.
and they use like an automated text thing, so you can't get
Oh
through to
yeah.
them. So I didn't ring. So
Yeah.
I said, "Can you call me?" Have a chat. I spoke to them, and of course, my first instinct went to sort of gastric torsion or whatever.
Yeah.
So I said, asked whatever questions about his stomach and what time he was fed and when he was last exercised and what he was doing now and everything else. So I said, if you need to go to the vet, I'd rather you went sooner. If you think you need to go to the vet, I'd rather you went sooner rather than later. So if you need to go, money's not an issue. I mean, not that I'm absolutely minted, but just where my dog's concerned, it's not an issue. If I need
Big
to go to
dog.
the overnight vet, you need to go to the overnight vet. And if it's, costs 500 quid before you get seen, so be it.
Uh-huh.
Um, but yeah, they decided he didn't need to go to the vet. And so I picked him up Monday morning and took him to my vet where he had a really high temperature. So I had antibiotics and anti-sickness. He was sick just before we went into the clinic. So anti-sickness, antibiotics. Did I say anti-inflammatory just now?
No, you didn't.
Okay, antibiotics. And then yeah, brought him home for 24 hours. And then the following day was worse. Couldn't walk. So which is hideous, isn't it? I mean, when you don't know what's wrong, and I had to kind of carry him, 44 kilo Rottweiler to the car and get him in the
Jeez.
car. Um, And yeah, he stayed in the vets on fluids and had some blood tests and stuff run, where his kidney levels were really like off the charts, abnormal.
Uh-huh.
So he stayed in the vets all day, and then they're not able to care for dogs overnight anyway, my vet. So
Oh, really?
yeah, they don't. So they have to go to the local vets now overnight and then come
Uh-huh.
back in the morning or whatever. So they said, do you want to take him to vets now and have him like continue him on fluids, or do you want to go to a specialist? So I said, we'll go to a specialist, obviously. Um, so yeah, I took him over to the Ralph in Marlow in Buckinghamshire,
Okay.
where they, ran tests. He had CT scans and all sorts of stuff to find out what was going on. Turns out he had a perforated bladder. So was leaking urine into the abdomen because he hadn't been to the toilet either for like 24 hours.
Okay.
So yeah, urine leaking into the abdomen. So he had a very kind of hard stomach. So they had to drain the fluid. and then operated and
Repair the bladder.
repair the bladder. So of course that's all touch and go because you have to keep waiting for phone calls that you're phoning, and then they say we'll phone you in a couple of hours and let you know how he's getting on, and you keep looking at your phone thinking, oh,
Oh, you're frozen,
no
Ross.
news is good news, and
Uh-huh.
blah blah. So yeah, so anyway, luckily, thank God, picked him up and now he's home, recuperating, limited exercise, wearing the cone of shame, and yeah, we've got a couple of weeks of that, but he's really back to normal, and he's really
Right.
himself. He's great, but we are struggling with the downtime, because he wants to. Yeah, he's bored, so he has, about 5 kongs a day. We have our little walks around the block on a loop, go to the toilet.
Mm.
He's got a little sock that he's a little tug with a sock. And that's our days at the minute. But no, thankfully things are all right. But the vet bill obviously was quite a shock.
You put on social media about it. What was that?
So the bill came in at £10,000. Well, but to be honest, I haven't had the final amount yet, so I don't know how much it is, but it's certainly over £10,000.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I thought my pet insurance would cover it because I hadn't looked at my policy in detail. Because of course, I take, but pet insurance out when I get a puppy. Don't really go through it with a fine. I'm sure there are plenty of people that do things more thoroughly than I do, but I just took a policy. I thought that and that's good. Um, and I only have £4,000 worth of cover for veterinary fees per annum. And of course, he's 14 months, so I'm kind of just into a new policy year anyway.
Mhm.
So yeah, I was quite surprised because I'm paying like £1,500 a year
Just for him.
just for him, and I only get £4,000 worth of cover.
And how much of an excess do you have to pay
I
on
mean,
that?
oh, they just make that up as it goes along. I claimed actually because it cost me £1,000 just for the day in my vet. So I made a
Yeah.
claim for that already, and then
Yeah.
that was, I think, got £250 excess taken off.
Yeah. You won't have to pay do excess again though for this thing.
Oh, I do. They do. They do. It's bizarre. They seem to do it. They just seem to make it up as they go. But
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Because we've just stopped insuring Dante because he's nearly 10. He's
yeah,
10 next month, and you have to his premiums have doubled, and then you have to pay. I think it's something like £400 excess per claim plus 20% of every claim as well. And it's like, this isn't
mm,
worth insuring my dog.
it's madness, isn't it? I mean,
Mm.
I think really you're better off to prior to getting a puppy, start putting money away so that
Mhm.
you've got, £5,000 in your dog account or
Yeah.
something, and then keep adding to that monthly. Although, obviously you take bits out to do your shopping or whatever, wouldn't you? But so that you've got money.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I had my little Pomeranian, as a little
little
Bill.
bill.
I insured her for sort of 16, 17 years or whatever. Never
Uh-huh.
claimed. Oh, I made one claim. She broke her leg. Um, so I mean, if I'd put that money into like a savings account,
Yeah.
I'd have there'd have been loads of money in there. But of course, you never know.
No, you don't. I mean, I'm doing that and putting money away for Dante.
Mm,
Emrys isn't insured. But one of the girls who goes training with me, what she does is she's got a credit card
mm,
just for the dogs for
mm.
emergencies. So she's taking the credit card out, she doesn't use it, and it is literally there for emergencies. So she's had it for years, luckily not had to use it.
No,
And
it's
I
a good
thought that was a
idea.
really good idea. So you literally take your credit card out and you don't touch it. You just put it somewhere out of the way. And then if you need it in an emergency for your dog, then at least you've
And you've got it.
got it. And then, you then kind of pay that off.
It's really
Um,
quite. I don't know what happens to people that don't have pet insurance and can't afford. I mean, because if I didn't have pet insurance, they'd have wanted a deposit prior to treatment. And, which, I mean, who's got that, that's sort of money that they just lay on it, we need £5,000 deposit. Well, where do you think that's going to come from then? Do you
yeah, I
earn
mean it's
um,
bank loan time or losing the dog, really, isn't it? I mean that's
mm,
bottom
I mean,
line, really, isn't it?
they do offer a payment plan so that you can, pay monthly, but 10 months, over 10 months or whatever. Still £1,000 a month, isn't it? But
It's a lot of money.
it's a lot of money to find. But it's all there's a lot in the press at the moment, isn't there, about veterinary fees and things. The cost
Yeah,
of
I think it is difficult for independent vets. I think, one of my nieces is a vet, and I was chatting to her about it. And I think, like independent vets, it's really hard because they're getting the flack and
mm,
a lot of the corporate vets. So, like an independent vet doesn't. It's like us, isn't it? As a normal person, we might get, if we can wangle it, like 10% discount on something.
mm,
As a trainer, voice is going. As a trainer, we might get like 10% discount, 20% discount. But if we were a big corporation, we could demand 40 or 50% discount.
yeah,
And so some of the vets are just more, just able to put food on the table, really, kind of thing.
yeah,
Whereas the corporations, I mean, it's like everything, isn't it? It's big pharma, big businesses.
yeah,
They get the discounts and they make the profits. And the man in the street, like the independent vets, they don't have that margin. The same way we don't have that margin, don't we? If we're
no,
buying equipment, we don't have that margin. If we
no,
were a pet store, then we would have that margin, that markup.
yeah, no, I know.
It is difficult. I really feel it for the vets.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I mean, the care that Okhaan had, I mean, they're there 24 hours looking after him overnight and
Yeah,
everything else and taking him out and the operation itself and all the convalescence that they did. Um, I'm sure the cost is the cost, you know what I mean? It's not, that is what it is. But no, it's just the pet insurance. I was more,
it's a
well, I
pet.
suppose, and myself, because I thought, why are you paying 1,500 quid a year to get £4,000 worth of cover?
4,000.
It's not even
Yeah.
worth it, is it? It's madness.
And I think for me it's the insurance companies. I mean they put it up year on year and they say, oh well, everything's gone up, and it's like, yeah, it has, everything's gone up apart from salaries.
Yeah,
Um,
well, definitely.
you know, we people insure their dogs because they're frightened of what's going to happen if they haven't got insurance, and then they
Yeah.
put it up, and they've kind of got you by the short and curlies, really, haven't they?
Yeah, I'm going to do some shopping around though. I'm not staying with my current provider. When I can change the policies, I'll come away from them.
Who do you, am I allowed to ask who you're with or not?
I suppose you can. Pet Plan I'm with.
Are you with Pepper?
Been quite a loyal customer of theirs for a very long time.
Yeah,
But I mean, they pay promptly and stuff. I've not, and I've had a payout. I had a cruciate ligament rupture. That was
yeah.
£4,000. That was covered. I think Bill's operation was 3 grand. That was covered. Um, and they paid out promptly and stuff like that. But
Mm.
this policy, this is not. I think now, I mean, £4,000 is not a lot of money and not a lot of cover to have, is it? Because
Not
when
in
you
this.
have,
I'm going
if
to
you,
sound old now. Not in this day and age, it's not.
no, well, it's not. Well, like you said, everything's gone up. I mean, 10 years ago, 4 grand's worth of cover would have been sufficient, I would have thought, for majority of kind of operations and that, but it's not now. So
Mm.
it's not
Definitely.
working.
Um, you're making me want to go and check my insurance as well now.
I can see your eyes flicking about. I think you're checking it now,
Do
aren't
I
you?
log on? Do I log on now when we're working? No, I won't. I'll do it later. Look, I'm shutting everything down.
No, well, that's why I
Asking,
did that little post on Instagram or whatever, just to say,
yeah,
before
check
you
the
need to use your
policy.
policy, go and have a look. Don't sit there thinking you've got, everything covered when you really haven't.
Yeah,
I mean,
I will check Emrys's policy, definitely. I'll
yeah.
definitely go and check it.
Well, like you said, I mean, if he's a bit sort of accident prone, running into things and jumping over things and everything else, then,
Yeah.
you
He's
know,
not so much accident prone, he's just got no sense of self-preservation. He's
no.
so agile and so fast,
Yeah, just gone and boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I know. I
straight through
know.
stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
why go round or over when you can go
Yeah,
through?
just go through it. Of course you do. Yeah. No, I know. No, definitely. Top tip, check your blooming policy.
Check your policy, definitely.
Make sure. But yeah,
And
ultimately,
what's the
well,
prognosis and what's the treatment plan for Okhaan going forward?
treatment plan at the moment, he's on paracetamol 3 times a day.
Uh-huh.
He's got some probiotic and prebiotic
Uh-huh.
and some other thing. Don't know what that is. Um, but hopefully all being well. I mean, I think now hopefully we're on day don't know how long he's been home actually. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, so
Tuesday, isn't it?
we're on day 5. So I'm hoping now we're kind of through the most kind of worrying bit. He's peeing all right, so that's been kind of a thing that I've had to keep an eye on, making sure that
Yeah, that his bladder's
we.
working.
So every time I go, because I'm going around the block. So every time I go around the block, and first wee, I'm like, crouching down, having a look. But you have to, don't you? So yeah, fingers crossed. Prognosis is good, and it all being well next week.
Uh-huh.
Another 7 to 10
So
days.
what was the wound like? Was it like a full cut, or was it keyhole, or how did they do
No,
it?
he's got a wound through and around his penis, up into his abdomen.
Bless them.
Yeah, yeah, and
It's all stapled, isn't it?
it's staples. He's got the staples out next week. But yeah, he's got all shaved bits all over the place. He's got a shaved bit on his back, like a square of shaved on his back. He's got shaved
Is
bits
that
on.
from the painkiller?
I can't remember what it was. Thing is, you're in a bit
Yeah,
of a
then
daze, aren't you? When they're talking
no,
to you, you're just a bit like,
yeah, you're dazed on. Normally they'll
"Mm,
put like a pain pad, a pain relief
probably was,
patch on there.
probably was. It's a square on his bum.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, shaved legs, obviously, and shaved back legs and shaved belly. But he don't care. He just wants to go and
Let me
jump
run
about.
and feed me.
Yeah, just wants to run and leg it about. So that's managing that at the moment. Like
Bless
you
them.
said, a bit like Emrys. I mean, even trying to, get from the kitchen to the front door without in 100 miles an hour is, you know, a skill.
It's a skill. He's got a soft bucket on at the minute because he skinned his leg and then it
Yeah.
got infected and then he's got a shaved front leg
And
in a bucket.
what care have you got to do for that? Is it
I've
just
just got hit him in a bucket now until he doesn't want to lick it. So I'm waiting until he's completely healed. It's a bit scaly at the minute.
is it?
Skin's coming back. At first come back, it's a bit scaly. And I think until I get that scaly bit off, he's gonna
Mm.
try and nibble it.
It's funny, isn't it? What we all call these, that you referring to the bucket and the lampshade, and I call it his hoodie. That those lampshade things. Elizabethan collars, aren't they?
Elizabethan collars or Buster
Yeah.
collars. I'd never
That's,
call it. I never call it the collar of shame.
no, cone of shame.
No, I
No,
never call it that.
I found that when I took the first day, Okhaan came back. I don't when I take him out now because I'm allowed to do like little 10-minute walks. When I take him out now, he doesn't wear the collar. But the first day, I kept the collar on him, and yeah, a little kid was like, "Mummy, what's that dog?" It says,
He's got a
yeah,
lampshade on,
yeah,
an uplighter.
yeah. He was quite amazed. This kid was just like, yeah, blown away with what the hell this.
Oh, bless. I mean,
Yeah.
the soft one's really good, actually. I'm really impressed with it.
No, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's good. This one's all right. Like I said to you before we started, it's amazingly adaptable at getting used to these things, aren't they? I mean, I just say, put your hood on, and sticks his head in,
Yeah.
and manages to walk around. I mean, obviously, paintwork takes some flack, but
I mean, I didn't go for the hard one because of Dante, because Dante would just like freak out. Dante would probably do more damage
yeah,
to
we did get
himself,
knocked.
you know.
Yeah, they get knocked about. I mean, sort of. I was going to say under the vet's instruction, but also kind of common sense. I've got Okhaan is separate from the other dogs at the moment, so I mean, he'd be bashing them about, but he can't play and stuff with, obviously he can't be around them at the minute, so the cone's not such a big deal.
Mm. No, blimey. It's
But
all happened since Crufts.
all happened since Crufts. Yeah, it's full on, isn't it, really? And
It is.
you're not prepared for all these things. I don't expect it, you're sailing along and then boom,
Mm.
deal with this now.
Expect the unexpected. That was a Monty Python sketch, I think.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, people say that,
Expect the
don't they?
unexpected. But you can't live your life expecting the unexpected. You just have to deal with it when it slaps you in the
You
face,
do,
don't you?
life's full of it, isn't it? When I was on my little wander with Okhaan earlier, there's two cars that have crashed into each other, and of course, those people are not having a very good day, are they? Do you know what I mean? It's
No.
just life is full of,
I think if you get up in the morning, you should be happy.
yeah, yeah. If you open your eyes, oh yeah, awake.
Another day,
Right,
another way,
wait a minute.
still alive.
Yeah, give yourself a pinch.
It is like that. I think that's the only way. in our grand old age, Ross, you know.
No, I know. Yeah, go in bed at night, close your eyes, don't know if you're going to wake up. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're so old.
Yeah. Oh, we just, I mean, we should rename this. It's like some kind of Ray of Sunshine podcast, isn't it? Come and find your happy place. Listen to these two
Find the
miserers.
happy place.
That'll make you feel
Miserable
better.
old buggers.
Listen to them. That'll make you feel better about your own life.
How are the
Um,
other dogs?
yeah, right. They've yeah, because when Okhaan was at the vets, they've had quite a lot of exercise last week because I didn't really know what else to do with myself. I wasn't very comfortable being in the house and I'm just waiting for the phone to ring and couldn't concentrate on doing anything. So yeah, I had some nice long walks out in the countryside, which had made up for the lack of lovely walks the last couple of days because of course I can't leave the other one on his own too long. So but they're all good. They're yeah, as long as they're getting the odd Kong and stuff as well. So beef trachea stuffed with Philadelphia and stuff. So yeah,
God.
they're doing all right. And that's how I spend my day. That's how I roll, stuffing beef trachea.
Stuffing
Yeah.
windpipes.
What can I do now? Yeah, but like he starts wondering about oh, what can I do now? What can I stuff
Yeah, have a
into?
windpipe to chew on.
Yeah, here's a dental Kong with a sardine in the middle, things like that.
Those chews that I got from Crufts were good.
What were they called, those shoes?
Oh, now you're asking.
Well, you
Obviously,
mentioned
because you've just asked it.
you just mentioned it.
There were moose chews, moose hide chews. Just called moose dog chews, and they were made by
Moose, did you say? Moose.
Moose. There's
Nice.
a moose about this hoose, that one.
Yeah.
Raw at Nova Dog Chews, so it's RAUH raw at Nova Dog Chews. They were really good. Lasted, I mean, after an hour, it only got probably through half in an hour, and then I took it off them, give them it the next day.
Nice, isn't it? It's very difficult to find decent, natural, long-lasting chews. I mean, mine sometimes have those yak bars, but they're so expensive, aren't they? And they're quite small.
Yeah, I got the same people. I got 2 yak bars and 2 moose chews from.
Mm. No, they're good.
Moose shoes, yeah.
I did think about getting, I've got some nice knuckle bones in the freezer. I did think about getting them out because they're nice for mental stimulation and stuff, aren't they? But yeah, the weather hasn't been that lovely, and I don't really want them in the house, so we haven't done it.
What about antlers? Do you know the palmate antlers? The soft, big ones that look like the center of your palm?
Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen those. I've only seen the little antlers.
I shall show you one.
We've got a demo going on here now.
Talking.
Is it like when you put your hand out like that? I thought about a starfish. Is it like a starfish? Oh no, I've not really come across them. Are they quite soft then?
They've got less chance of damaging the tooth with these. They're really good.
I was going to say those other ones are a bit hard, aren't they?
Yeah, so they look like a hand to me.
Oh, do they?
They're called palmate, palm with ATA on the end, palmate antlers.
Have the dogs chewed them other fingers off then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the other fingers have gone. And these last, Emerson knows I've got it in my hand, he's sitting up.
Smell that.
These, they last a long time, they're really good.
I might have a little look and see because it's
I don't. I'm on Amazon next day delivery.
Oh God, of course, Amazon's your friend, isn't it? Why didn't I think of that?
Friend.
I was thinking, what pet shop can I go to? Oh no, who needs to go out?
Get Amazon to deliver the door. So I've now got a dog in a soft bucket sitting beside me because I got that antler. Oh, hello, Emirates. Go on, go settle down.
Yeah, I'll have a look for those. Then we could do with some nice, long-lasting, clean, non-smelly stuff.
Clean, not smelly. And the other ones that are really good are the Benny Bones. Oh, do you know the Benny Bones?
No, not come across them. No, I'm a bit of not into this.
You're not into this, are you?
No, I'm a bit out the loop as far as these things are concerned. Benny Bone.
So Emerson's just like in the office now.
Yeah,
so these are Benny Bones, and they're really hard.
What are they made of? Because they look very
I've got no idea. But they last a long time. There you go. Do you want that? No. And there's a couple of different types. I think they're maple syrup and bacon or something.
Oh, you got all the gear, haven't you? There.
Yeah. Emrys likes to chew, you know.
Yeah. No, it's good. Well, normally, see, when the dogs are sort of in full health, I exercise them so they sleep quite a bit. Do you know what I mean? But of course, when they're not exercising, they don't sleep. So some other stuff to do.
I exercise my dogs too, you know.
No. No, you're just obviously, yeah. Well, you're a better shopper than I am, aren't you? You're constantly, on your Amazon or your whatever
Oh yeah.
stuff and
Oh yeah.
discovering new gloves and dog treats and
Oh well, this
stuff
is it.
like that.
I'm looking for gloves and I'll buy some dog treats,
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing here
And,
for
Amazon's
So
good. Well, I won't be buying anything on Amazon anyway because I've got a 10 grand vet bill. So won't be
sorry.
any, won't be doing any, that's their sardines in a Kong and that'll be it, I think.
You smear it with a little tiny bit of Marmite.
Yeah, 70p tin of sardines between three of them.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, this is going out Good Friday. So
Yes. Happy Easter.
happy Easter.
Let's
Indeed.
hope so. Jeez.
By the time this comes out, Okhaan will be out of a collar.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Emrys will be out of a collar. Fingers crossed. We'll be sitting eating Easter eggs.
Yeah, without all
Fingers
these
crossed.
lines and yeah, hopefully, yeah, getting fatter and fatter, stuffing your face with chocolate.
You will be.
Yeah, I like an Easter egg.
Do you?
Yeah, oh, I do. Yeah, there's something
That's
quite nice about. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, the hollow.
go Emrys. He's back in
Yeah,
his right now. He's all excited.
well, that's all them bones knocking about, isn't it? No, I tried to order the other day. I wanted some hazelnut, Galaxy hazelnut eggs, but they were out of stock, so they substituted them with some other hideous thing. Um, but yeah, keep an eye out for them.
Not had them.
No, I haven't either. Can't get. Everybody else has bought them all.
I just have Galaxy. I like a couple of squares of Galaxy with a cup of tea.
Do you? Yeah.
Easy pleased.
Yes. Cheap date, isn't it? That's all right.
Cheap date, cup of tea, two bits of Galaxy. There you
Yeah, I
go.
quite like
Done.
those Maltese, the bunnies. Do you?
Never had them.
You have, because someone bought you one once when we were away on a workshop.
Did you buy me one?
No, Vicky did.
Vicky did.
Yeah, we all had a little Easter treat, little Maltese bunny. That was back when they were quite new. So you have had one.
Ah, that probably did then.
Obviously didn't like it, otherwise you'd have bought some more afterwards.
Don't tell me. I'm not really a chocolate person.
No.
Never,
I'll
not
tell
really a
you.
chocolate person.
Well, we need to
Give
talk
me
about.
a chocolate hobnobs. That's something completely different.
No, we need to talk about dogs in a minute. But do you remember them things we used to buy from Waitrose? Those flapjacks with the half.
Oh my God, the corner. Why do you have to remind me, Waitrose? Honestly,
You can't. They're gone. You can't get them.
really?
No, you can't.
Fudges. Was it the brand was it Fudges, and they did dark chocolate half dipped flapjacks.
I
Oh my
know.
God, they were amazing.
Yeah, I know. But you're not into chocolate, are you? So,
But that's different. That's a chocolate flapjack.
No, they were nice. They were
It's just
lovely.
like chocolate, chocolate flapjack, chocolate hobnobs, chocolate digestives,
Yeah, I
but
do.
not a bar of chocolate.
No, I like a biscuit, but I don't. Do you like those Choco Leibniz with the
The what?
Choco Leibniz with the like
Yes,
the
yes.
hard
So it's
biscuit?
biscuit on one and chocolate. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah, I try not. I don't buy biscuits because They're not
they don't last.
around long. No, so no, no.
No.
I do like a
So
biscuit.
all of this talk about chocolate, it's
Yeah,
really, really bad for dogs.
it's really bad for dogs actually. Funnily, well, not funnily enough. When Okhaan had problems with his kidneys at the vet, like before we knew what was going on. Obviously, there's talk of toxins and things like that, and
Uh-huh.
they were saying a lot of sort of the raisins and the grapes and those things, chocolate can cause like real serious problems with kidneys and things like that.
Kidney failure.
Yeah, it's a real kind of thing to be mindful of, isn't it? What dogs can't have because you get idiots want to share their visits to your
Easter
home,
egg.
or they want to share their egg with the dog, give the dog a little bit of egg, and
Because they can't metabolize. I can't remember there's a particular ingredient in it.
theobromine, isn't it?
Thank you, theobromide. They can't metabolize it, and it's more prevalent. Like the dog had a chocolate, the worse it is.
Yes, yeah,
And they can't metabolize it, and it just keeps going round and round and round, and every time it goes round, it gets more potent.
yeah,
And so they can't metabolize it at all. So it stays in that system.
yeah.
It gets stronger and stronger in that system.
to keep chocolate and all other toxins out of reach of your dogs over Easter period, and watch what your your vets. I've got vets on mine.
You got
Watch
fets on the brain.
watch what your guests are doing, giving dripping bits of chocolate on the floor and everything else, and your kids making a mess and dropping.
And your kids, letting you. So if the kids are eating chocolate and then they let the dogs lick their fingers,
Yeah.
you might not see the dog eating chocolate, but if the kids constantly like eating chocolate and then letting the dogs lick their fingers, then that's going to build up really quickly.
Mm. Yeah, no, exactly, all around their mouth, don't they? You get chocolate all around the face. Yeah, no, you've got to be really mindful of it. It's like all these things, isn't it? You don't know until after the event often. So prevention is definitely better than treatment.
Yeah, and things like I'm pretty sure raisins are more toxic than grapes because of the concentrate that's in there because they've been dehydrated and concentrate. Yeah, it's really because we've got the simnel cakes as well now, haven't we? So the Easter cake is a simnel cake.
What? I've never heard
And
of the Easter cake or
have
that
you
other
not?
word. No, what's
Yeah, the
that?
simnel cake. I'm just going to look it up actually. I don't think there's any raisins in it. I think it's like marzipan and I can't remember the other ingredient.
What's it like a stollen? Oh no, well, it won't. Oh, it's got fruit, not got fruit in.
No, the simnel cake it is a fruit cake, so it's normally eaten. Um, it's associated with Lent and Easter,
Wow.
and it's a really pretty cake. It's got marzipan all over it. I'm going to show you a picture. So if you're listening and not watching, you'll have to look it up.
Oh yeah, it does look pretty. I mean,
It's
it looks pretty, but pretty revolting to me. It's not my.
pretty revolting. So it's got I mean it's supposed to do with all of Easter and
I've never even
loaves.
heard of. My education was so poor. I've not heard of. Never come across that.
So it's covered in marzipan. So it'll be really, really, really interesting for dogs if you've got a simnel cake out, because they're really attracted to sugar. They've got such a sweet tooth.
Mm,
And so because it's covered in marzipan, sometimes it's covered in marzipan, sometimes it's just got marzipan on the top and it's got like little marzipan balls on it.
mm,
The
yeah,
sugar content is massive.
yeah,
So even if your dog gets hold of one of the marzipan balls, then that's really toxic. So let me see, I'm just looking up the recipe so I can tell you, I'm sure it's got raisins in, yeah. It's got raisins, currants, mixed dried fruit, candied peel, butter, marzipan, loads of sugar. Yeah,
yeah.
not
I
the
think,
best one to have lying around. So that's the Easter cake, so you need to avoid that like the plague.
yeah,
If
I
you
think
do
best
have it in
thing.
your house, make sure it's covered.
I think best thing. Don't buy it. Leave that on the shelf. That
Leave
looks
that one on the
revolting.
shelf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I do a marzipan and cherry cake, which is really nice, but I do that more after the marzipan that's left over after the Christmas cakes.
Oh dear. Yeah. Well, I don't have that issue. I don't have marzipan laying about. One of my leftover from my leftover Christmas adventures. No, I don't have that.
No, just any leftover marzipan, I do marzipan and cherry, which apart from the marzipan isn't so bad
No.
for the dogs, but the simnel cakes, it'll be on all of the supermarket shelves and it'll be looking really pretty and it'll look, oh, let's just take that home, leave it on the bench, guests come, make a cup of
Yeah.
tea, turn around, simnel cake's gone.
Yeah. No, nightmare.
Uh, so
Yeah.
that's not good. So what can we do with the dogs over Easter? What can we do?
To have some fun with our dogs.
Yeah, I am gonna put out an Easter egg challenge for the dogs. It should be out today. It should be out today on
Ooh.
Facebook.
What by
So
the time people are listening to this, it'll be
it'll
your
be
Easter
out.
egg challenge will be full swing.
Yeah.
Ooh, do we get to know what it is?
No, you're gonna have to watch for it. It'll be on this our Facebook page as well. So
Go and search
um,
for it, give it
and
a like and a
go
share.
search for it, give it a like, give it a share, and put your videos up if your dog's doing it.
Oh, that's cool. I'd be interested to see what people do then.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll participate as well.
Yeah, I think you should definitely. No cheating, Mel. No boiled
No,
eggs. So
no.
you can do like the egg challenge that I'm going to put out, and then you can do hunting for toys in the garden. So you can do like a little Easter egg hunt with your dogs, but instead of putting Easter eggs out, you could put out toys.
You could, or if you were very inclined, you could make little liver cake shaped eggs or something, couldn't you? If you're so
Oh,
fancy.
that's clever.
So you got your little Easter egg hunt in the garden with your little liver balls or whatever. A
That'll
lot of
take a long time depending on how big your Easter eggs are. You
people.
got the first one, your dog wouldn't eat it for a week.
Yes, no, I was thinking kind of like, yeah, mini egg size or something.
Okay.
Yeah, not great big. If 10 of them knocking around your
Thorntons,
garden.
mega Thorntons eggs hiding around the garden full of liver cake.
Yeah, that's cool. You can get the kids involved in making a few little, but a lot of people do bake dog treats, don't they? They spend time doing,
Yeah, they
little
do.
liver cakes, all sorts of stuff. In fact, at Crufts, I don't know whether you noticed because we were busy, weren't we? But there was that stand opposite.
Damn.
They got
Yeah,
really cool looking little bottles of ingredients that you make your dog treats with.
yeah. Dog and human, I think it was something like that. There was on one side it was I mean they look beautiful, don't they? The milk bottles and they've got all of the
Yeah, they
ingredients.
look really cool. It's all layered, isn't it?
One side was dogs, one side was humans, so don't get them mixed up.
Oh, was it? Is that she? Oh, no.
One side was things like chocolate brownies, which I thought it was a bit
Oh,
personally, I thought it was a bit daft having them on the same stand.
yeah.
Um, because as you approach the stand on the right hand side, there was things like um Rocky Roads, brownies, Smarties,
I
cookies.
was
There was like all the Smarties and everything in it. And then on this side, there was the dog ones, and it was
oh,
making cookies for dogs. I thought if people get them muddled up,
yeah. I
they're
didn't
dog.
realize there were human products on there as well. I thought it was just the
Yeah,
dogs.
no human
Yeah.
ones as well.
We
So I thought
saw
that
actually,
was
we
dodgy.
put on Instagram, we shared a little reel or whatever of people that adored Pets Cuisine just as we were leaving Crufts on Sunday
Were they
evening.
those beautiful people? Was that the one where you put the
That's
most
it.
beautiful people at Crufts?
Yeah. There's a
Thank you very much for that.
there's another reel before that. So basically it doesn't even matter really, but you can have a look on Instagram. But when we were leaving, they've got this cabinet with all these like fancy little cakes in it, and like they looked really
Oh,
lovely. And I was, when it catches your eye, I thought, oh, like in a patisserie, do you know what I
oh,
mean?
I
Like
could do with one of them in
fancy.
the car going home.
Yeah, I looked at that. I
Yeah.
thought, oh, they might be giving them away now Sunday night. Do you know what I mean? Feeling a bit peckish, and they were for dogs. So but they looked really cool, and I was chatting to them basically because I just thought actually they make a nice little gift. For people that come on workshops and stuff, we tend to give like a little gift on the table and stuff like that. And yeah, they make nice little gifts and things for dog people. But they looked very appetizing. But I think you'd have to be careful because people would eat them when they come in. Do you know if you left them on the table, they'd just be like, oh, that looks big into that.
Oh yeah, God, no, don't do that.
Bit of
Don't
dog
do
food.
that. No. What are the things on Easter, do you think?
I don't know. Is Easter a big deal for people?
It is if you've got kids.
Well, you just do your egg hunt, don't you? Keep your dog in the house and then switch the chocolate eggs that your kids were searching for tripe
Liver
eggs.
cake. Yeah, don't get them muddled at all. Could you imagine the poor
No,
children?
but your kid's off for life, wouldn't it? Have an Easter egg. Oh, no, thanks.
No thanks. Liver eggs. No, let's not do that.
No. No, I don't know what people. No, you got any ideas what people can do with their dogs over Easter then, aside from your Easter egg
Do my
challenge?
Easter egg challenge. Um, yeah, I mean, oh God, it'll be out there now. Of course, I can tell you. So it's a retriever raw egg to
I know
have.
that already because the way you were talking.
I know. So retriever. Well, I was going to do two. I was going to do
Yeah.
retriever raw egg, and then retriever raw egg, crack it into a dog bowl, have them eat the egg, and then pick the ball up and give it to you when they're finished.
Right. Okay. I think people will need a bit of a heads up for that before Easter. I think a lot of people are not going to just be able to do that Easter morning, are they?
Well, they might not be able to do it on Easter morning, but on Good Friday, we might be able to do it on Easter Monday. Easter Monday.
We've got
Maybe,
what,
maybe it's not the dog bowl.
3 or 4 days
The
practice
first
with the
half.
dog retrieving its bowl. Yeah.
Is the main thing is don't throw the egg. Place the egg, don't throw it.
Yeah. Yeah. Fetch.
Yeah, fetch.
Oh, yeah. And you've got to crack it in the bowl to prove that you've not hard boiled it.
Uh-huh. You know the way I think. No cheating. Let me see it. Let me see
Yeah,
it.
I just thought that'd be handy. Oh dear.
Yeah.
No, that sounds good fun, isn't it?
I think if you can do things like that, and also if you teach your dog to carry things, you can carry the little basket.
Little basket, yeah.
Carry little, you look, that is a disgust face, Ross.
I was thinking of something to do with an Easter bonnet, but yeah. No, it is good. I mean, no, they can carry little chick, can't they? Little chicks in a basket.
Not really.
No, not
Not
real ones.
oh, okay.
Them yellow things that you get.
Okay, the little toy ones. I thought you
I
were like,
didn't mean.
I thought
Yeah.
you meant chicks. Like
No, Lez Graham's chick challenge. No. See if your dog can carry a basket of these without eating them.
without eating them. And then
Yeah.
you've got to put them in a basket in a bowl to show that the
Yeah. Show that you've still got all of them left. Oh no, no, stick to your egg. I think your egg challenge is good.
Yeah, I think the egg challenge is really good. Just put down the egg, get your dog to retrieve it, put a photo up of it up on the site, please, up on the Facebook page, so we can see what you're doing.
No, that's cool. It's nice actually, isn't it? It's nice to
And
do
then
that.
you can do the little one, which is just the egg, or you can do the big one, which will be the egg and the
The advanced challenge.
band challenge.
And I presume this is open to all breeds, not just gun dogs.
This is open to all breeds. Are you going to do it with your dogs?
Yeah, I'll do it. Mine don't retrieve their bowls actually. They're trained to retrieve items, but I'll have to see if I can get them to pick up a bowl. I mean,
No retrieve the balls.
they don't. No, they're stainless steel. No, they don't really.
Mine are stainless steel.
Do they retrieve it? We've always done that when you get them to do it after dinner, don't they? Bring it to you. My mum's dogs do that. They always pick up the bowl and take it to her. But
They're quite funny, these two, because they go on the mat, when I feed them.
yeah,
And so when I get them to get their bowls, I have the dishwasher down ready to catch them,
yeah.
And they now go on the mat, and they come round and actually stand over the wire rack for where the bowls are going to go, and actually hold them above the wire rack. So I was having to do sit them out, put them in the rack.
I do those. That's it.
Job done.
That's good. Well, you don't need to be involved, really, do you? You just need to refine that last little bit, shape that last little bit,
Well, hopefully, yeah.
do it
We'll
themselves.
find out. I've got some eggs. I'm going to have a play.
Yeah. No, that's
I haven't done it. I haven't tried it yet, but I thought that'd be a good try.
no.
Did it
Well,
a
you're
couple of
full,
years ago with Spud.
you're full of good ideas, aren't you? You were doing retrieve with a sausage, with a beef jerky, weren't you?
I did. I've done it with the funny one I did for Natural Instinct years ago was got Ziggy to retrieve a turkey neck,
Oh yeah.
which was really interesting. But my goodness, when he was running back to you, it did not look like a turkey neck coming out of his mouth.
Oh
It was
no.
disgusting. So we didn't
No.
use it.
No.
No,
I
it was.
I can
You
imagine
can
what
imagine, can't you?
Mm.
Yeah, it was not a good look.
No, this has been quite a disgusting podcast, really, isn't it? With that and that hideous cake.
Simnel cakes are yummy.
Look horrible to me.
No, they are really good. If you like marzipan, they're amazing.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Oh, well, in that case, they're really disgusting, and they're really bad for dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, so look after your dogs over Easter. Make sure you keep all your non-dog food items well out of the way and safe.
Yeah, and watch out for little chocolatey fingers going into the dog's face.
Or
'Cause
big
that
chocolate
can-
fingers.
Or big chocolatey fingers. Every time I say dog, I've got an Emrys coming in sitting beside me here. Bless him. He is sweet. He is sweet.
Oh.
He's going to stop wagging his tail against the crate now, so he's going to make a lot of noise. Yeah, no, have a really good Easter. And
Yeah, you too. Hope you get some nice eggs and you enjoy your simnel cake.
yes, yum. I won't get any because it's too dangerous for the dogs.
Yeah, no, you
There
just
you go.
eat your cherry cake.
Yes, and I shall see you again really
Oh,
soon.
thanks. Yeah, see
Good
you
luck with Okhaan. I hope he heals well.
Yeah, let's look forward to the next one where hopefully we'll have more positive updates and more positive vibes generally.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Have a good one. Take care.
See you soon.
Thanks for listening. It's not just gun dogs and not just guard dogs, but all things canine, as we hope you have discovered. Please like, share and subscribe and help us spread a bit of common sense back into dog ownership. And a review wouldn't go amiss either. Catch up with Lez and Ross again in about 14 days for more canine conversations. Until next time, stay well and enjoy your dogs. any dog-related questions or topics, just drop an email to talk@cfba.uk or message us via facebook.com/Gundogs and Guard Dogs podcast.